Today, we're here at Jupiter Ridge Natural Area, and from what I heard, this is one of the best places to experience native coastal scrub habitat. I'm here to meet my friend Kylie, and we're gonna explore this amazing place. Let's go.
I'm so excited you were able to find me.
I found you.
I know. So this is one of my favorite habitats in the entire world, and I already have something I think we want to check out a little bit closer. So let's go head over here.
Yeah, let's go.
So check this out.
Oh, this is awesome.
Have you ever seen something like this?
No.
So this is something that's really special to coastal scrub habitat are these lichens. Have you ever heard of lichen?
Yeah.
So what's so special about lichen, right? Is it one organism?
No, it's hundreds of organisms that built together to make one animal.
Right, so we have a fungus and an algae that live together to benefit one another. The fungus makes this house that the algae lives in to create photosynthesis, which is how our plants get
like food?
Like food, you're right. But that's an example of what in the animal kingdom?
Well, it's an example of mutualism, and it's showing that these animals are dependent species and they need each other to survive.
That's right. If one didn't have the other, what would happen?
Yeah.
They wouldn't be here, right? So everything that's here is kind of looks like the edge of living, right? And a lot of that has to do with this sand. So if you go ahead and put your fingers through this sand, right? It's just sand. There's not a lot of organic material in it. So all of the water that comes into this area, either it be rain or big other storm events, you know, this water just drains through this sand. So these guys really struggle for nutrients, and they have to adapt. They have to change different ways to be able to make that possible to live here.
Yeah, this sand, it's not like our beach sand, which is like broken up shells. Where did all this sand come from?
You're so right. So believe it or not, we're actually living in an ancient environment right now. This sand came from the Appalachian Mountains eroding over hundreds of thousands of years, depositing sand through weathering, through rivers, all different kinds of things, building up Florida's sand dunes right here.
Wow,
Isn't
that's
that
incredible.
crazy?
Yeah.
It's really pretty though, right? Look at this white, gorgeous sand. It really makes all of these plants really pop out here.
Yeah.
So as we kind of learned, everything here is a little bit crunchy, a little bit desert-like, and it makes it kind of hard to live here. But as we said, a lot of these plants have special adaptations to be able to do so. And one of my favorite are these tillandsia. These tillandsia are also known as
air plants.
Air plants. And what's really cool is there are native bromeliads. And so this one is called a twisted tillandsia. And what it has is the ability, like all of our other tillandsia, all of our other air plants and bromeliads, is to hold water. So you can see how it kind of creates its own little cups here. So anytime it does get rain, water is able to fall within there. It holds on to it through the drier periods, which makes it really special and able to survive through anything, basically.
Yeah. So I've been to Juneau Dunes a lot, and that's scrub too, but this looks a lot different.
Yeah, so that's a different kind of scrub. So the scrub that we're in is called rosemary scrub, and it gets that name from this special plant. Come check it out. So rosemary scrub, this is Florida rosemary. It's not like the edible rosemary. If you smell it, it's not too smelly or good or anything. It doesn't taste like the other one. But rosemary scrub is predominantly this open scrub with these open patches of white sand. But while this guy doesn't really have a lot of good taste or smell, we have sand pines that also make up this habitat that have a great smell. You want to smell it?
Yeah.
So go ahead and grab a couple pinches of these needles, crush them up, give that a good whiff.
Oh, that smells so good.
What does it smell like?
It smells like orange.
Right? It's got that citrus scent.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk to you a little bit about this plant because this is my favorite pine, and I know I'm probably biased, but this guy, he can't grow up straight to save his life. He has wobbly limbs that go in all weird ways, and what also is cool about them is they actually protect half of their pine cones from going to seed, waiting for the nutrients from prescribed fire to get the best chance of survival out here in the scrub.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these guys are not going to be as tall as our slash pines, which are the other kind of pines that we'll see throughout our scrubs. Those ones get those really straight trunks, grow really tall into the sky. These guys almost look like they're getting wind blown over,
Yeah.
which is really great through this dune system, this ancient dune system.
I had no idea Florida had hills like this.
Right? So we were talking about how all this sand came from the ancient Appalachian Mountains. That's why it's all white. But believe it or not, this is where the ocean used to be. These are ancient sand dunes carved by wind and wave action, creating these giant hills that we see today in Florida. So yeah, Florida isn't as flat as people say it is. You just
Yeah.
have to go to the coastal scrub, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So Isaac, I know that animals were kind of hiding out. You know, it was a little hot today, but this area is full of life. And so I wanted to bring a friend out. So we have Rebecca from Bush Wildlife, who actually brought some animals that call the scrub home for you to check out. You want to go meet up with her?
I can't wait.
All right, let's go check her out.
Hey, Rebecca. So we're here at Jupiter Ridge in this coastal scrub habitat, and I heard you have some animals for us to see.
Yeah, hi Isaac. This is actually Coco Plum, and she's an eastern indigo snake.
Can you tell me a little about her?
Yeah, absolutely. This snake loves to live in a habitat just like this, and she prefers to go inside of gopher tortoise burrows. And gopher tortoise burrows are actually the perfect place for animals just like her because she can find safety, shelter, and plenty of food. Do you want to try to hold her?
Yeah, sure. Whoa, she's so big.
Yeah, she is very, very large. This is the longest snake in all of North America, and she can grow upwards of about 8 feet long.
Well, should I be worried about holding her?
Not at all. This is a non-venomous snake. I think what we can talk about is actually the fact that this is not considered a constrictor. So she is a non-venomous snake that actually uses the fact that she is absolutely huge in order to overpower her prey. And especially when she's inside of one of those gopher tortoise burrows, she can capture her prey and essentially use her body to push it up against the inside of the burrow. They are going to eat all sorts of animals, including small rodents, but they're also known for eating snakes, including venomous ones. Pretty cool.
Yeah.